Hey there and good morning. Let's review how to turn in your finished podcast. So, assuming that you have logged into Anchor and you're on the screen, this is your dashboard. Refresh that and we're in the same place. So, I'm going to walk you through the process as if you had created your episode and then talk about where to go. Okay. So, the first thing, let's say I'm doing a new episode, like I'm recording my podcast, and I've already got a library of things that I've recorded here, so I'm just going to pull some things over. So this was one of our sample openers, and I'm going to add a transition to that just for kicks. How about a clue? Okay, so I've got a real short podcast here. It's 23 seconds. When I go to play it down here, what's in a name? Okay, so I know that I've got that. So I'm going to click to save changes up at the top. And it's going to ask me what I want to call this, and I'm going to call it Podcast Sampler, just because I'm doing it as a demo. This is a demo, okay? And then you can have the published date if you've got other things there. If you want to do episode art, you've got all that stuff. But I'm going to click Publish Now. And so what this is going to do is it now goes, which means it's available online with the link. And so to do that from here, and again, it's with the link. So now I'm going to copy the link because now I'm done. I've published. I'm going to click here to copy the link. You'll see that when I do that, it says link copied. And then to test to make sure it works, I'm going to open another browser that isn't my school account. So let me pull that up. Hold on just a minute. Actually, I should be able to pull it in here. Okay, so this is a sample browser, or this is a separate one. This is my home one. So I'm going to paste that link, Control V. There it is. So that's the one that I just did. And it should come up as my podcast page. Okay, so I scroll down to where it is. There's the podcast sampler. I can click play. Boom, I know that it works. Okay, so I'm done with that part. Now what I need to do is turn this in. So to do this, I'm going to go into Google Classroom, and we'll just pull Google Classroom in here. Okay, so we're in today's Google Classroom. It's still on the teacher side because I need to insert the video that I'm making. But what you'll see in here is that there is something called the podcast submission form. So when you click to open that, you will see something that looks like this. So here, what you're going to do, there will be a drop-down menu, and you choose the class period that you have language arts. And then down here it says paste the URL of your published podcast in the space below. Well, that URL is the same one that you got here. So when you clicked on this thing and you copied it, it should stay copied. And then you can just go down here and, whoops, you're going to go down into where it says short answer text. Sorry, this is in the, let's do it this way. Okay, so you pick your class period, and then you go down here and you do Control V again, or you can right click and do paste. And then this is when you click submit, your podcast has been turned in. Okay. If you go and change your podcast, you want to make sure you resubmit that. But that gives me access to be able to listen to and give you credit for your podcast. So nice job on that. And once you do that, the podcast project for you is finished. Congratulations.